So I've been talking about food a lot lately. Not we're going out for a nice restaurant meal. Food. It started because I was in the supermarket and all of a sudden all these sections appeared of plant-based food, tons of it. And people go, oh, it's great, we're eating less meat and blah, blah. But something about it didn't feel right to me. Food has an energy, and if you stop, you'll feel how food makes you feel. Not just chocolate makes you happy. I don't mean that. I mean, with some things you'll feel tired afterwards, with other things you'll feel really energized. And I think a lot of the overeating today, or people putting on weight, is because they're eating more, trying to get energy. I noticed myself doing that. I was eating certain things and I kept eating more because my energy wasn't where it should be. So I can see this happening with other people. But the part plant-based food has been bothering me. There's so much of it, so suddenly appeared, and it seems worthy, but I can't feel any energy from it. I don't think it's good food. I just don't. I think it's great if you make your own plant-based food. But I don't think this stuff that's appearing in the shops is good. Now, when I first started looking into the future, people seem quite chilled and relaxed, and that was good. But I've been looking more lately, and it's more passive. It's bothering me a bit. It's almost like people are a bit too passive, and I'm sure it's connected to what we eat in the future. This is why we need to get control of what we feed ourselves, as opposed to what's being given to us. And if you know me, you'll know I don't really take any notes of conspiracy theories. Every day people send me videos and I never watch them. I find most of them inaccurate or completely wrong. People just share anything. They'll just share, their mate shared it, they share it, and they come out with do the research. They don't do any research. They just watch some little man in a cardigan saying he has intel. He don't have intel. He doesn't have anything. It's ludicrous. Cardigan man. So I'm very wary of what I take on board and what I listen to. And I've got rid of a lot of things like news channels. And so I'm trying to feel things and be more instinctive. And the one thing that people are talking about that is ringing big alarm bells with me is finding out that Bill Gates has bought up huge, and I mean huge amounts of farmland, and not just in America, huge amounts, coupled with him saying we have to start eating processed, some sort of made up meat. I don't know, processed meat, not real meat. One man can't control what we eat. We shouldn't be able to. And that is bothering me a little bit. And the other thing, I know it's very worthy to be vegetarian and vegan. One of the problems I have with the vegan diet is if you will get ill without supplements, then it's not a full enough diet. I mean, that's obvious, surely. So it needs something more. Now, whether you can take that in other forms of food or not is something else. If you ever watch survival shows and they're out there and they're eating nuts and berries, and they're getting a fair bit of food, and they'll say, I'm getting protein from this. They get very flat when they don't have some form of animal protein. And as soon as they eat just even a few things like, I don't know, slugs or something, or snails, just basic things, just a few mouthfuls, you see the color come back in their face and their energy comes back up. And I'd love it not to be that way. I'd love it that we don't need animal protein. But I think until we've evolved more, I think we need that or a very good substitute. And I'm not confident with the substitutes that are out there now and coming up. It's a great, be vegan, but I don't think a lot of what we're eating is energizing us and making us feel good. And you've only got to go somewhere where the food is really fresh and lush and organic, and you feel a huge difference in your energy. This is just my thoughts on the subject. It's kind of bothering me at the moment, so it means I'm meant to be paying attention to it. So the thing I'd say is when you eat something, stop and see how your energy is. Just get a sense, just stop and go, do I feel full of life, ready to get out there? Do I feel like I need to eat more because I haven't got enough sustenance in me? And that I'm finding really really useful, including with, I mean, I do eat some of the plant-based foods, especially because they're dairy free. So I do have some of them, the yogurts and various other things. But I'm starting to notice what gives me energy, what makes my brain sharp, and what dulls me down. And I think we're going to really need that for the future. I really think it's so sudden that the amount of plant-based packaged food in my supermarket, the amount of it that's appeared, which means other things are no longer on the shelf. I'm feeling a bit, we need to be paying attention here, and we need to be eating food that energizes us. If your mind dulls, it's not good, is it? So yeah, just my thoughts on food. And food is important, keeps us going, gives us energy. So yeah, put your comments below. Do like, subscribe, or whatever. I'd love your thoughts on the subject. I'd love to hear what you've got to say. If you're not already on Facebook, Future Vision Training, find our page. This week Vanessa Woosley is putting up some of her thoughts on food, and she's really, really good with how to nourish yourself, what you need to really, and to prep, be a prepper, to actually have stored food that's gonna, whatever happens, it's there and it will sustain you. So yeah, like, subscribed, check out Future Vision Training on Facebook, and let us know your thoughts. I'd love to hear them.